Hi there, Nicholas Campion here from First Formations, and welcome to another episode of Whiteboard Thursday, where we provide advice on a wide range of business and company matters. If you find this video useful and you enjoy it, please give us a like and share it with your friends and colleagues. But for now, let's get started. In today's video, we are going to take a close look at the addresses all directors need to submit to Companies House, including what they're used for and some of the key privacy considerations that you'll want to take into account. Now, company directors are required to provide Companies House with two addresses, their home address and their correspondence address. You'll find that the home address will sometimes be referred to as the usual residential address, and details of this will be stored on a private register at Companies House, and as such will not be visible to the general public. In addition to disclosing the residential address, company directors must also provide what's called a correspondence address, sometimes referred to as the service address. Unlike home addresses, the correspondence address is displayed on the public register, so it is visible to the general public. So how were these two addresses used? The disclosure of a director's home address is regulated by the Company's Disclosure of Address Regulations 2009, and the primary reason for doing so is for use by credit reference agencies and specified public authorities such as the police. The correspondence address, meanwhile, is used for the purpose of receiving any official correspondence relating to the role of a company director, and this can include formal letters from Companies House or HMRC. So the two addresses serve very different purposes, and whilst the home address and the correspondence address are listed separately, that doesn't mean they can't be the same address. You can use your home address as your correspondence address if you wish, as there is no requirement for your correspondence address to be a commercial office address. There are, of course, reasons why you might not want to list your home as your correspondence address, and we'll come on to that in just a moment. Whilst you are quite free to select a correspondence address of your choice, you are not afforded the same flexibility with your home address, which cannot be listed as a commercial office address. It has to be the usual residential address of the director. You also need to bear in mind that these addresses are not static. They can be changed at Companies House, and indeed if you move house, you have to submit the form CH01 to Companies House within 14 days to update your director's home address. And if you're listed as a PSC, you'll also need to file the form PSC04 within 28 days to update the home address. You can also change your correspondence address at any time using the same forms. It is really important that you keep your addresses up to date and current at Companies House. Now, just going back to the point of using your home as your correspondence address, many directors, particularly those who work from home, will often list their home as their correspondence address. And whilst there's nothing to say you're not allowed to do this, the problem is the correspondence address, again, appears on the public register of companies. As such, disgruntled consumers or activists will have access to the home address of the company director. In certain circumstances, this can pose a nuisance or even a danger to the director and their family who reside at the same address. So as you can see, there is a privacy concern here, given how easily accessible the correspondence address is. It's therefore advisable that company directors don't use their home for their correspondence address. If they don't have a commercial office location, there are various professional address service providers who will provide an external correspondence address for company directors. First Formations provides a service address which can be used by company directors, company secretaries, and PSCs for an annual cost of £26 plus VAT. This address will appear on the public register, ensuring that the home addresses of directors remains private. All official government mail will be scanned and emailed to the director on a daily basis, free of charge. And I've included a link to the service below. So let's just say that you no longer want your home address listed as your correspondence address, maybe for the reasons we've just talked about. The only problem, it's already been reported to Companies House, so it is publicly visible. You could change your correspondence address using the CH01 form as well as the PSC04 form that we discussed earlier, but that only solves part of the problem. These forms update your current correspondence address listed on Companies House, but your home address will still appear publicly in the company's filing history. So where does that leave you? Can you ask Companies House to remove your correspondence address from the public register? Well, the good news is Yes. Under Section 1088 of the Companies Act 2006, if company directors use their home as their correspondence address, they are able to request it is removed from the public register so long as they provide an alternative correspondence address which will appear in its place. To make this application, you will need to submit the form SR01 to apply to remove your home address or part of it at a cost of £32 for every document where you need this removing. A link to this form is also provided below. And there you have it. Today we have looked at the 2 addresses each director must provide to Companies House, what they're used for and how they're changed, as well as, of course, some of the privacy considerations that you may want to take into account. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below. And in the meantime, be sure to subscribe to our channel to get more advice on limited companies, reporting requirements, and tax obligations. We're always happy to hear from you, and we can't wait to help. Until next time, cheerio.